first contest for the first round of the 10-year Defend Tournament is scheduled for one fall. One fall! Announcing first, from Edinburgh, now residing in Cardiff. Made of stone, Danny Jones. Now, from Egmont, Cumbria, this is Turbo Josh Terry.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Defend Indy Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament. I am your commentator for the evening, Eddie Dennis, joined by a facilitator of sorts, Flash Morgan Webster. Flash, what's occurring?
How's it going, Ed? I'm all good. Glad to be here.
Starting things off with Dan Jones against Josh Terry here. Tell me a little something about Danny Jones, Flash.
So, I have seen Danny Jones do so much over the last couple of years. I think he's really come into his own over the last two, but I had no doubt that this match was going to start this way. And both of them very, very technical wrestlers. I'd probably say Danny Jones is one of the best technical wrestlers in this country, and I think if anyone can go toe-to-toe with him, it might be Turbo Josh Terry.
Yeah, definitely. These two guys starting almost the way you'd expect if you know anything about them. They are both technicians in the ring, so starting with a lot of mat-based combat, you're just feeling each other out. But as much as they are very accomplished on the mat, as you see there, Danny Jones taking the head scissor, Josh Terry can fly too. Yeah,
I was going to say, like, as I said, Danny Jones definitely is one of the best young technicians in this country, but Josh Terry, the way he gets in stuff, out of stuff, is so creative. He has that free running background. My question to you is, Ed, he probably knows every reversal for everything that Danny Jones has, but he probably has a few reversals that Danny Jones has never seen.
Yeah, we might be about to see one right now.
Maybe not.
Yeah, Josh Terry, trained by Johnny Moss up in Cumbria, very much trained in the traditional style of British wrestling. Danny Jones trained in that British style as well, but he has spent some time in Japan under Jun Akiyama for All Japan Pro Wrestling, so you might have a few bits that Josh is less familiar with. Incredible bridging strength.
Fantastic. Well, that's the question, isn't it? It's going to be those two tours of Japan meets the experience that Johnny Moss, somebody who's trained by Andre Baker, of course, trained Zack Sabre Jr., has brought to the table for Josh. So he, it's the hands-on experience that Danny Jones has against the almost passed-on experience that Josh Terry would have been given.
Yeah, absolutely. Controlling him in the front face lock here. Danny gets back up towards the arm. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Bit of frustration there on Josh Terry's face.
Yeah, maybe not seen that one before. Again, Danny Jones is a travelled, seasoned performer at this stage. Remember when this venue started putting on wrestling shows, Danny Jones very much in the infancy of his career, not so anymore. Beautiful control by Josh Terry. Takes the top wrist lock, looking to take Danny Jones to the canvas, and does so.
Danny Jones has definitely put on, a good 10, 20 pounds maybe since the last time we saw him, but it shows, doesn't it, just that manipulation of the body. It doesn't matter how big you are, you can get it taken down.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, Josh Terry isn't a small fella himself, Flash. Definitely does look big enough to physically manhandle another human being.
Come on, Tommy!
Audience very quiet here, but you get the feeling that they're just watching intently as these two technicians go to work.
I remember being told when I first started, be comfortable in the silence, because again, if they're quiet and they're watching you doing something right. And I think that's, again, that could come down to the experience of these years. Is Josh, who's more of an exciting wrestler, does a lot more flash, is he going to be a lot more nervous in the silence, whereas Danny Jones is somebody who can really kind of embrace it?
Well, I tell you what both of these guys are going to have going for them. They've spent some time working on the NXT UK brand, which has spent a lot of time in an empty arena in London over the last couple of years. So these two are going to be accustomed to working in that empty arena environment, which is obviously a little more silent. Both of them look completely unfazed, frankly.
And now Danny Jones looking a little flustered.
Yeah, tit for tat. Both men picking up a near fall of sorts here in the early feeling out process. And the crowd just getting behind the hometown fella, Danny Jones. No real surprise. Josh Terry is new to this venue, new to this country.
Probably new to a lot of the fans here. He really is, I do believe, one of the best kept secrets in this country. And I'm hoping this will be a coming out party for Josh Terry, win, lose or draw.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Going to open a lot of eyes this weekend, Josh Terry. Speaking of which,
asking that will receive, Eddie Dennis.
I like it.
Oh!
Single leg takedown by Danny. Danny unfazed.
The first bit of appreciation, the first bit of applause from the crowd, and Josh Terry lapped it up maybe a little bit too long.
Yeah. Maybe a mistake you won't make a second time.
I will say there's something about Danny Jones over the last year or 2 years. He's really found an aggressive mean streak, him and Brandon White. And I feel like that could, near fall there, could be the difference maker here.
Yeah, that bow and arrow stretch. See, he was enjoying the discomfort he was putting. We got a near fall there.
Knee across the face, everything he does is aggressive.
These two are in no rush. Teased up high, went down low. Surprised Danny felt that,
Yeah, me too.
He was tentative.
Whoa! Talk about
this crowd
streaks. Oh.
Bit of a damp squib the second one.
Oh. Josh Terry again pandering to that crowd.
Beautiful Mexican stretch. Doesn't have the arms, or does have one of the arms.
Maybe he wasn't going for the arms.
Oh! I tell you what, my knees would implode. Back to that front face lock that he was using to control Danny earlier in the contest.
How hard is it to breathe when you're in that position, Ed? Somebody who has a mixed martial arts background.
Well, he's got the arm in, so if Danny's using that correctly, he should be able to use it to give himself a little bit of space on the throat to allow some breath, but it's certainly not comfortable, Flash. See, without that arm in, it is a guillotine choke, and it's a finish. Bars the face, takes the headlock, grinds it, shoots him off the ropes. Big tackle, that's the size difference.
Yep, there we go.
Drop down, leapfrog. Terry hits the ropes, handspring, another leapfrog, drop kick. Danny escapes to the floor.
We say escape, and I would say escape to anybody else, but when Josh Terry's in the ring and has got the higher ground, I don't think it's an escape.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to be real careful if you're on the outside and Josh Terry's on the inside.
Big hip toss. Pushed his hip right across Danny Jones' body there. Gave him no option but to take the tumble.
See, I thought it was really interesting. They had that shoulder tackle, and of course, Dan came out on top. But the moment the pace picked up it was all Josh Terry, and you'd
Yeah.
expect that, wouldn't you?
But interestingly, it was Danny who chose to take off and run off the ropes. Maybe a tactical mistake from Danny, and gets him into a corner and just elbows the bejesus out of his head instead.
And this
There's
is,
that mean streak. That mean streak you
There
were
it
talking
is.
about, Flash.
and the Cardiff faithful turning against the hometown boy. And he doesn't care. Look at the look on his face.
I'm not sure if they're turning against him, but they seem to enjoy it. This crowd is here for violence, it would seem. Big back suplex onto his neck and shoulders. Gets a near fall.
It just seemed to me it was wrestling stalemate. Speed picked up Josh Terry, so Danny Jones just decided to throw hands.
Yeah. Well, he slowed the pace down, hasn't he? And now he's using his size, that mean streak that we spoke of earlier. Single leg, jackknife pin. Strong bridge from Dan. Could be looking for the pile driver.
Oh. What we got here? Gory
Gory
special.
stretch. Nope.
Oh.
Sunset flip.
Oh.
Real close to the ropes there.
Oh! Jeez! Oh my God!
I've never seen that before in all my life, Flash.
Danny Jones is an absolute student of the game. He watches everything. You know that if there's an area of the ring Danny Jones can use to his advantage, he will. And he shows just how dangerous those ropes are.
Maybe Johnny Moss didn't teach Josh Terry that one. Oh, just cranking on his neck now. That neck's going to be damaged from those ropes.
A shark smelling blood in the water is Danny Jones. You have something you can exploit, he will find a way to make you pay.
I mean, unless you've been in the, I hate to be one of those people that talks about, oh, if you haven't been in the ring, you don't know. But unless you've been in the ring, it really is hard to grasp how hard those ropes are. First time you run the ropes, unequivocally, your back is going to be red raw the day after.
Red, blue, black, every colour under the rainbow. And again, those turnbuckles are just as hard. I think, again, we do forget about stuff like that because we're conditioned to it, the fans are conditioned to see it, but seriously.
You can't condition your throat to go into that top rope with the velocity that Danny Jones sent Josh Terry into it. And Danny is firmly in control here. Hard buckle for the second time. This audience appreciative of Danny's work.
Like, he really is just systematically starting to take him apart. If you can't breathe, you can't run, you can't jump. And that really does take away a lot of the game. That being said,
Sunset flip, not for the first time. Ducks the line. There goes Turbo Josh Terry with big leg lariat.
oh, yank time!
Standing corkscrew moonsault with a full twist.
Fair play.
There's a little taster of that parkour stylings of Turbo Josh Terry. And this audience is coming.
As I was saying, Danny Jones is a real student of the game, but how can you actually look out, study for stuff you've never seen, Eddie Dennis? I've never seen that before. Oh!
Big rope walk. Tornado DDT. Sends Danny to the corner. Up and over onto the apron. Into the midsection.
Any other place, any other
Josh Terry
person.
going for.
Oh! 1, 2. Oh!
Gets a near fall.
How do you,
In outside in code red. Flash Morgan Webster.
how do you prepare for Ed for stuff you've never seen before?
Well, you don't, frankly. Let's hope whoever is facing one of these two gentlemen in the semi-finals is peeping through the curtain and watching what's going on. This is the kind of offense you're going to need to look out for tomorrow.
The question is, Ed, would he be picking the pace up quicker if that throat wasn't injured, if he could breathe better? And that question is, should he really be throwing hands with Danny Jones?
Yeah, maybe looking for the receipt, though. Looks a whipping buckle to buckle.
Oh,
Big knee in the corner. Follows it up with an exploder.
as always, vintage Danny Jones. Oh!
There's the big
That
knee.
could be it.
Near fall.
Josh Terry stays alive.
This crowd appreciative of the efforts of Turbo Josh Terry here. He's making an impression, win, lose or draw. Throws him in.
Oh!
Turbo eats a big boot. That's a sleeper hold.
Oh! Danny Jones back to that throat.
Tom Scarborough admonishing Danny Jones there, using the ropes for leverage. But he does have a 5 count. And he used it. Big European uppercut as you hear flesh on flesh.
Oh! Didn't get all the first time. Oh!
Crowd didn't like the first one. Sure seemed to enjoy the second one. Roll through.
First perfect into Falcon Arrow. This could be it. I've seen him finish matches with this.
This audience has some vested interest in Turbo Josh Terry's kickouts. Danny Jones hits the gimmick, doesn't get it done.
As I said, this would have been a lot of people's first time seeing Josh. He came out to a really quiet reception, but they seem to be fully behind him now, Ed.
Yeah, they're fully aware of who he is now. Obviously, heading into it, we're a bit more aware of who he is. That's why he's here, quite frankly.
Danny Jones ripping the tape off.
Palm. Calling it a palm strike is generous. He really just slapped him in the face.
Oh! Oh! Josh Terry asking for more.
Danny Jones is happy to oblige. Danny Jones covering up. He doesn't like it.
Oh!
Backcracker, rope assisted. Hooks the leg away from the ropes. That's smart work from Turbo Josh Terry.
I don't know if you saw that, but he was looking. Yep, he was looking up. A lot of people would be frustrated. Josh Terry nodded. He looked up, and this is where he excels, Ed.
Danny sees him coming though.
Oh! 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 He hit the apron hard. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Referee. I don't know if he's getting back in, Ed.
Yeah, that's a nasty spill onto the apron.
Danny Jones telling him 6. He doesn't seem to be going to. I don't think he's making it, Ed. Oh, he stepped on the apron. He made his way onto the apron, Ed. Danny Jones.
Did Danny know that he was going to... Wait a minute.
Oh.
What's Danny doing?
Oh! Oh.
That is just needlessly vindictive.
I gotta give it him, Danny Jones.
Danny now with urgency pulls him into the ring.
And one for good measure.
That's it.
That's gotta be it. Danny Jones advances.
And in the end, nothing but vindictiveness and malice from Danny Jones as he advances in the first round of the Defend Indy Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament.
Your friends come watch me show.
Announcing first, from Bournemouth, this is Nino, Bryant. Next, from Old Street in London, he is the master of the half grab. This is the OJMO.
There you go, Flash Morgan Webster. If I let you lead the dance for Danny Jones, then please let me set the scene for Nino Bryant and the OJMO. Because when I met Nino some 6 years ago, he was a 12-year-old boy. And he was a phenomenal wrestler then. He's even better now. And pretty much that entire time that I've known Nino, the OJMO has known Nino as well. They have spent a lot of time training with one another. They know each other like the back of their hands. This one's going to be fireworks.
The only person I think who potentially might have been in the ring more with Nino than the OJMO is Connor Mills, and that happens to be the OJMO's tag team partner.
Excellent segue, Flash. Excellent. Handshake there.
Oh.
OJMO looking a fool. Oh, we are off to the races early.
Whoa!
Oh! He's like Spider-Man.
We're off to the races, Eddie Dennis!
Takes the knuckle lock, but I don't think it's for a test of strength. Flash, we are commentating. You can't just make noises.
I don't know what else to say.
We gotta call what we've seen. Hot shotted on the ropes there. And taken to the outside by the OJMO. What's the OJMO going for here? Big axe handle from the top to the floor.
That look on the OJMO's face is a very different one that he had about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's changed.
I don't think we're playing anymore, Eddie Dennis.
It's safe to say.
Here's my question for you. Do you think maybe he's looked past Nino? Maybe he's looking at the next round and the final and getting ahead of himself, and he's maybe taking it a little bit lightly.
Well, if it was anyone else, I would say he would. But if anyone knows that Nino has the capability of upsetting the stock here, it really should be the OJMO from their past training with one another in London. Nino kicks out. Nino looks bothered by that hot shot on the ropes earlier as he fires back. There's a wrist lock and a snap mirror over.
Oh!
Looks for a pin. Takes a waist lock. Elbows to the back on Nino.
Whoa!
Round and round we go.
Where we stop.
OJMO knows. Argentine into the backbreaker is good for two.
That's a bit of arrogance there, Eddie Dennis.
Yeah, a little bit like Danny Jones in the previous encounter.
You know what? He's been on a hell of a run recently. You know, York Hall's reigning British Cruiserweight champion. With that confidence, sometimes arrogance comes.
Yeah, he's waiting to get the audience here, but he may be waiting too long. Nino's been in this corner for some time.
Oh!
And indeed, in the corner for too long.
This could be the opening he needs. Come on, Nino. Right down the middle.
Yeah. We all want to see Nino shine tonight. Ducks the clothesline, hits the Pele like Ginzagiri.
I don't think I've ever seen. That was like a shooting star Pele. I've never seen
I'll call
that.
it Pele-giri.
I've never seen that, Dennis. I think there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be seeing tonight I've never seen before.
Yeah, for sure. These gentlemen looking to reinvent the game. Big European uppercut in the corner. OJMO pushes him away. Drop kick in the corner as well. Nino's full of fire. Ducks one. Fire. Ducks another. To the midsection. Misses the drop kick.
Sidestepped.
Throws him into the ropes.
Oh!
What is that?
Oh!
Big single leg drop kick.
That's a 2 count, Eddie, then. It's very close to a 3.
Yeah, just 2.
Come on, Nino. Come on, ride that momentum.
What's Nino looking for here? Can't really tell.
Oh! Went
Looks for a
one.
DDT.
Nope.
Didn't get it. Ends up on the floor.
Went for that moonsault DDT that we've seen on all the highlight videos. Might have been over if he got it. Knockout shot, maybe.
He just drop kicked him square in the face. Where are we going here?
Incredible.
And now OJMO is retreating to the outside.
Now we play, Eddie Dennis.
Now we play. What's Nino looking for here? Covers up. Good Lord!
High risk, high reward.
Double jump, flip dive to the floor.
Talk about change direction. Talk about changing the game.
Struggling to get OJMO back in the ring. He needs to capitalize here, Flash. Needs to ride that big dive. He's got OJMO in trouble.
This could be where the inexperience comes in. Waiting maybe too long. Or maybe he's just waiting for the right moment. For whatever he has next! Knees up.
OJMO full of fire.
Feeling
Heads to the
froggy.
top. Nails it.
This could be it.
Nobody kicks out of the frog splash. Nino Bryant kicks out of the frog splash, Flash. I can hardly believe it.
Made you eat your words then, Eddie Dennis.
This crowd are here for the newcomers. Turbo, Josh Perry and Nino Bryant both delivering in spades here in the opening round of the 10-year anniversary tournament. And really, this is what Defend Indie Wrestling has always been about.
I don't know if you saw that, but last contest there was a look of disdain on the face of Danny Jones from a kick out. Sure. OJMO had a bit of a smirk about it. I think he was almost like, okay, let's do this. If any,
You can hear the flesh on flesh there when OJMO strikes a laid in. Nino looking to give back. He doesn't have quite the same pep in his.
big smirk on his face again. If there's anyone who appreciates someone,
Lifts him up to knock him back down.
if there's anyone who appreciates someone from fighting underneath, it's the OJMO.
Yeah, that's a great point, Flash Morgan Webster. Maybe sees a lot of Nino Bryant in himself. That slap drops OJMO to 2 knees. Nino looks around. Don't look at the audience, Nino. Look at OJMO. Pulling him up. Gives him another.
Oh,
OJMO looks like he's enjoying it. Nino looking to offering it. Never offer to allow another man to hit you in the face, Flash.
No, always a mistake. Always.
He stopped near his foot. There's the single leg,
Which is usually followed.
Look at that single leg crab. Nino kicks away. Looks for that knee. There's a roll up from Nino from nowhere.
Oh!
Very close to 3.
The closest of the night. Big penalty kick.
2 again. Nino refusing to let go.
Oh!
Forces him to his feet.
Oh, no, not again. Moonsault DDT attempt. Unsuccessful. Brainbuster!
Sheer drop brainbuster.
Very successful. Oh, good.
Nino kicks out again.
Stays alive.
Severe head trauma from the OJMO. Only good for 2. Look at that single leg crab again. He's got it in. And he sits down on it.
The reigning British Cruiserweight Champion.
Yeah, if you're wondering, last week in your call, the OJMO submitted Speedball Mike Bailey with this exact hold.
One of the best junior weights in the world submitted to this very hold only days ago.
But Nino Bryant gets the rope to the fingertip, Flash Morgan Webster.
Is that heart? Is that stupidity? Is that him just knowing that this is the biggest opportunity he's ever had?
Yeah, not going to get a bigger opportunity than the first round of the Defend Indy Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament. But you've got to ask yourself, even if Nino Bryant can get past the OJMO, what kind of shape's he going to be in tomorrow for the semi-finals? Kick to the outside thigh. And again, referee Tom Scarborough is asking the OJMO to bring him to the center.
Nino looks absolutely spent.
Nino struggling to get to his feet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good Lord! Is that small package?
It is! Oh!
Very near fall. Small package off the half crab. Maybe the closest we've had.
Oh!
Nino takes a big
That's gotta be
drop
it.
kick in the corner. Looks for that knee. Delivers.
Nino falls.
Nino Bryant falls to the floor.
I don't,
Maybe more luck than judgment.
yeah, I was
Flash.
about to say, I don't think that was experience in any way, shape, or form.
The force of the blow sending Nino all the way to the outside.
But just like Josh Terry, if there's a place you don't want to be, it's on the outside. He's calling for that Fosbury flop.
Yeah, he likes the Fosbury flop from here. The audience moving to give space. Are we going Fosbury?
Oh, he moved out of the way.
Nino moves out the way.
Super kick.
Super kick on the outside. Nino needs to capitalize here. Oh my word! Capitalize he did. Reverse Rana on the outside.
Go on, kid. Go on.
Make yourself famous.
Here we go.
His knee's causing him problems. For the 3rd time.
Yeah, here it is.
He
This
nails
is
it.
He's won many a match with this. It has to be it. 2.
So near. Reverse Rana on the floor. Moonsault DDT in the ring is only good for 2. He's sending him to the top rope.
What more else does he have to do?
What's he looking for? Takes a breath. That's great composure. Heads up top. What are we looking for? Ultra Rana. Looking for the pin. Wait a minute.
OJMO holds on.
Oh no! He's found himself in Styles Clash position.
Oh!
That's it, surely. No, he kicked out again!
But
Oh,
no
he
replay!
kicked out Way to the half grab.
This has to be it. Nino writhing in pain.
He bridges back.
He taps out.
It's over.
Not only did we play, but it's game over for Nino Bryant. Hell of a showing from this young man. But unfortunately, Eddie Dennis, the winner and advancing in the tournament, is the OJMO.
This match will be contested till one fall, not under one, till one fall. Thank you guys. First, from Norwich, she is titanium, she is iron will, she is Alex Windsor. Next, from Italy, as real as they come, Laura Di Matteo.
Ready to go. Matteo, are you ready to go? 1, 2, 3!
And we are back for the last match in this first half of the first night of the Defend Indie Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament. First non-tournament action of the weekend as we see Laura Di Matteo going up against Alex Windsor. My apologies, I just couldn't see quite over the head of a gentleman in the crowd, and I felt like we might have had a near fall in our hands. Takes a go behind. Standing switch from Laura. And return in kind. Mat takedown.
Sorry I'm being a little quiet on this one. I'm just kind of watching because, again, I just feel like they're both jostling for position. Alex Windsor is the ring undisputed British Women's Champion. And I feel like it's very, very even at the moment. I'm really kind of looking to see who comes out on top in these open exchanges.
Laura gets a front chancery and immediately takes a shot at Alex Windsor. We're going buckle to buckle.
No, we're not.
Alex, great evasion. Takes Laura into the turnbuckle.
Don't think I've ever seen that before.
Outside in with the schoolboy roll-up, only good for 2. Di Matteo gets back into the corner. Whip reverse. Up and over in the corner. Big arm drag takeover. She's got control of her arm.
She does.
Rolls through in a drop kick. The back roll with the wrist control brought Laura Di Matteo to her posterior, only for Alex Windsor to knock her back down with that drop kick.
I feel like this is a really interesting one. This is somebody in Alex Windsor who was out for 4 years, has been on a hell of a roll recently. But Laura is considered by many as one step away continuously from being our next breakout star.
They run at one another. Where are we going from here? Laura Di Matteo with a roll-up I've only seen from Rob Van Dam before that.
Good RVD.
I shall call it the 420 special from Laura Di Matteo. Ducks the clothesline there. Step up, Hurricane Rana takes Alex Windsor over. She's got Alex Windsor all discombobulated with the stage flash.
On the ropes, no pun intended at all.
Yeah, head over heels and on the ropes. Shoots her rope to rope. There's the drop down. Leapfrog. Whoa, a step up head scissor of sorts from Alex.
Something you wouldn't usually see from Alex Windsor. Maybe she's trying some new stuff, adding some new stuff to her game plan. My question here is, Eddie Dennis, she's been out for 4 years. Has she been watching the scene? Has she been watching Laura?
Looks for a kick. Big forearm from Alex Windsor. Knocks Laura to the canvas. And a club to the back.
if we get into a strike-off here, who would you have to give it to?
Well, Sai says you got to give it to Alex Windsor. Trained with those Knight family originally, so they're known to throw heavy leather.
Oh, they are. They are indeed. As someone who's been in the ring with the Zebra Kid, I can confirm that is 100% truthful.
Windsor got her in a, I was gonna say a chin lock, but I think she's changed. Looks like almost a Mexican type stretch.
Knee firmly in the back.
Now, what is that hold called, Flash?
I just know with people like me and you, with the shoulder issues we have, it's just called painful.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like my body would implode. Big kick to the spine, spinal tap. Sends off the ropes. And there's a basement drop kick. And another.
And again.
And a third for good measure. If Di Matteo had Alex Windsor discombobulated in the early going, it's safe to say that Windsor, much like Danny Jones did earlier, has slowed down the contest to her pace and is now firmly in control.
Cannonball to the outside!
Yeah, the crowd appreciate that one.
Alex Windsor going high risk, and it was high reward.
Throws Di Matteo into the ring. Wait a minute. Di Matteo's recovered. Tope suicida. Stage side. Unconventional.
Again, I said it, but you know, she's been on a hell of a run, but those 4 years out, if there is something that's changed, it's the speed of contests nowadays. You usually roll something in 4 years ago, you get a pinfall, but now, boom, boom, boom. Can't keep your eyes on, you gotta keep your eyes on your opponent at all times.
Hooking the inside leg there. You want to hook the outside leg, give yourself more leverage over those shoulders, more likely to get the 3 count.
What would a win for Laura Di Matteo mean tonight?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if these two ladies are involved tomorrow night, but certainly, you know, the big cord breaker sends Windsor into the ropes. Surprised he didn't knock her off her feet. Enziguri, but ducked. Where's Windsor going here? Looking for the waistlock, maybe a German suplex. Throws her, discards her into the corner instead. Back to the midsection, but these shots are accelerated from earlier. What I was going to say is, obviously the Defend Indie Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament is a male tournament. It might be the only 2 women that we see performing over the course of the weekend. So, what would a win do? I mean,
with more non-tournament action tomorrow, you'd have to say they'd be in a good place.
Absolutely. There's a bow and arrow stretch. We spoke about the similarity to Danny Jones earlier. This is a hold that we saw Danny apply to Turbo Josh Terry in the opening round of the tournament earlier this evening. Di Matteo rolls over and almost picks up a surprise pinfall there. Big clothesline.
She's building steam.
And a second. Where are we going? Satellite. Big head scissor. And that Enziguri paid off from earlier. Windsor is on the ropes. Di Matteo looking to capitalize. She might be heading up top to the high-ranked district. Missile drop kick from the top rope. Textbook delivery from Di Matteo. Windsor might be glad that she has fallen near the ropes here. And indeed, a half-second extra as Di Matteo drags it to the center of the ring.
That half second, as you said, it means everything. Matches are won and lost when it comes to seconds.
Go on, Alex.
When it only takes 3 seconds to pin your opponent. We've got a seated, is it a seated octopus stretch?
It is indeed.
Come on, Windsor. Windsor. Go on, Alex. Come on. Pick this up.
Windsor just pawing at the arm and the leg of Di Matteo
She's
there.
firing up. Oh.
Is she looking Kryptonite Crunch?
In a back. Oh, not anymore.
There's a roll up. Only good for 2. Big European uppercut. You love to see that.
Oh, don't I just?
And a second. Windsor not protecting herself, but maybe that's why playing possum. Overhand chop. And a second.
We asked that question earlier on, who would win in a slugfest between these two. I think we're going to get our answer, Eddie Dennis.
Headbutt from Windsor. Super kick. Both ladies are down.
And the answer seems to be stalemate.
I'll agree that it was a stalemate, but if you count the strikes, I think you'll find that about 3 of Windsor's was the equivalent to 8 or 9 of Di Matteo's.
When it comes to the numbers, I will leave that to you, Eddie Dennis.
I was a mathematician. I'm not sure if the WWE Network have explained that in enough detail yet.
Come on, Alex. 6. 7.
Both ladies might struggle to make it their feet here.
Both ladies starting the exchange on the floor.
Windsor there asking for more. I think these ladies owe each other money.
Just pay him.
Windsor firing away on Di Matteo there. Drops her to 1 knee, maybe 2.
Oh.
A little bit of arrogance displayed by the British Women's Champion. Oh, that one wasn't arrogance. That one was with intent. Here comes Di Matteo. She's firing up. This crowd is coming with her. Flash.
Come on.
Off the ropes.
Blue Thunder! That could be it. 2 counts.
You've got to ask yourself, what was Di Matteo going for there with the single foot springboard from the middle rope?
The look of frustration on Alex Windsor's face. She's finished many opponents with that Blue Thunder.
Windsor's looking for the sharpshooter, but there's a roll up. Are both ladies' shoulders down? We'll never know. Di Matteo's look at that move again! A flatliner of sorts. I think we'll chalk that up to move 647 that I've never seen before from the first half of this weekender.
Lauren needs to capitalize on that. Nasty landing.
Yeah, she's got to ride the momentum, Flash. She's in control here, and she's picking her up and backing her into the corner. I'm not sure that was a smart move. Maybe should have gone for the pinfall. Perhaps decided that it wouldn't be enough and is going for some more high-risk offense, this time from the tippy-top rope. We're in the danger zone.
Feet firmly planted on the inside.
Di Matteo
would say
heading
to
up
me,
top.
she's going for Frankensteiner.
Hits it cleanly, but doesn't hold on and look for the pin. Did she watch Nino Bryant earlier? Didn't pay off for Nino. Laura opts for all impact with her second rope Frankensteiner.
Laura's still feeling the effects of that Blue Thunder driver, making it hard to get to her feet. Hard to capitalize.
Sorry to cut you off there, Flash. She's taking a lot of offense tonight in general. Up and over. Catches the legs. Switches the legs. Oh! Alabama slammer. Jackknife cover. Oh. Scores 2.
Come on, ride it.
Laura collapses.
Alex Windsor showing why she is one of the top stars on the scene at the moment, why she is the undisputed British Women's Champion.
She suffered a blow to the head. Laura struggling to gain composure. Gets Windsor over into the corner.
Back up again.
Looking to pick her up. The top rope Frankensteiner didn't work. You've got to ask yourself, what you going to try instead? Maybe a second.
Very rarely does it work. Oh.
Wait a minute. What's Windsor going for here?
Blue Thunder!
Blue Thunder! Avalanche style!
But Windsor can't go for... Here it is, arm drapes over hook leg.
Di Matteo kicks out of the Avalanche Blue Thunder bomb. I, for one, am surprised.
Very rarely have I seen people kick out of Ad's Windsor Blue Thunder. I don't think I've seen anyone kick out of her Avalanche Blue Thunder driver. Laura really showing what a win.
She's looking at that sharpshooter again. Shining Wizard. There was a master of a Shining Wizard who made a name for herself in this building.
And she's got it. It's locked in.
Sharpshooter's locked in. There are members of the audience who want to see Laura tap out. She's turned the momentum. Look at Windsor working that ankle, trying to get it underneath the knee.
Oh!
A roll up. No! Reversal into the seated octopus stretch.
This could be it.
She's hacking away at her.
She's tapped.
It's
She's
over.
tapped out.
Here's your winner, Laura.
Heck of an effort from these two ladies, but in the end, Alex Windsor, look at that sharpshooter, she couldn't get it. Laura Di Matteo, it would appear, had her well scouted, rolls through into that seated octopus stretch, and then a la Zack Sabre Jr. hacked away at her head until Alex Windsor had no choice but to tap out. Given the championships that Windsor holds in other promotions here in the United Kingdom, you got to think that might be one of the biggest victories in Laura Di Matteo's young career.
Contested to one fall. One fall! There it is. Introducing first, from Cardiff. Yeah! He's very strong, kicks very hard. This is Jay Joshua. Next, from Heath, it's the Boardwalker. This is Nico Angelo.
And as we return for the second half here in Cathays Community Centre, we've got Nico Angelo taking on Jay Joshua.
This is the one that I've been looking forward to the most, if I'm honest, Dennis. You know, these guys train together. Nico is not a stranger to this crowd, but he really might surprise everyone with what he brings newly found during the last couple of months.
Yeah, JJ got a background in Taekwondo and then amateur wrestling. Nico clearly with a background in gymnastics. Oh, maybe a background in some striking martial arts himself.
Come on, let's go. Where's that power?
Oh, it never ends well.
Yeah, inviting JJ. Big forearm. And a return from Nico. These guys trading heavy leather from the get-go. And they're accelerating on it. I'm surprised that Nico's standing up to this from JJ. And this crowd showing their appreciation for two men who are quite frankly battering one another. Ducks the clothesline. Leaps right over JJ. Step apart from Lana.
No.
He's a strong young man. Ducks the clothesline again.
Oh!
Good
Incredible!
Lord. Tilt-a-whirl, pizza toss, Hurricane Rana from Nico Angelo. Don't see that every day, Flash.
And you don't see what's about to happen next, I can guarantee. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Suicide dive, JJ's caught him. He's got him up on his shoulder. Lawn dart into that turnbuckle. First time anyone's used a turnbuckle here this weekend. Of course, the turnbuckle's synonymous with Defend Indie Wrestling. Surprised it's the first time it's been used.
You know, I've been in hundreds of these David versus Goliath matches, and if I know anything, is you don't want to go for those dives too early, and it shows right there. If he's got gas in the tank, you just need to keep throwing everything at him until the right opportunity arises, because it will eventually be your downfall.
Yeah, they call it high risk for a reason. High risk, high reward. There was water in the pool, but... Oh, overhand chop from Nico. Big clothesline in the corner from JJ. Whoa!
Outstanding!
A little bit of Roderick Strong influence. Maybe a little Jeff Cobb too.
Big strong covers. I don't know if you saw that, Ed, but he put all his weight on both shoulders, making it harder. You know, he can't kick out, more energy.
There's a kick to the back.
You see, in these sort of matches, usually the longer it goes, I would give it to the smaller opponent.
You can see JJ there, that Taekwondo influence. He's kicking from the hips, not from the legs. Big overhand palm strike. And a huge running PK. These two gentlemen present in a very different style than what we've seen here this evening thus far. Much more heavy hitting, trading hands.
And you talking about the way he was pivoting the hip and talking about that experience in Taekwondo. You know, that martial arts gives you really good gas tank. Usually in these matches, I would give the advantage as the match goes on longer to the smaller guy, but I think it's going to be pretty even when it comes to gas tank tonight.
Yeah, JJ's going to do a lot less running as well, so he's going to burn up a lot less that cardiovascular energy. Maybe looking for a powerbomb. No, reversed by Nico Angelo with a DDT. Nico could be looking triangle moonsault. Yes, indeed. Soars through the sky with the greatest of ease.
And this is what I was talking about. You know, he firmly planted his head into the floor before he went high risk, able to get it all. Something he wasn't able to do earlier on.
Yeah, that's a great point of reference, Flash. Wore him down with that satellite DDT. Big high cross body. It's only good for two, but Nico firmly in control here. Nico looking to go up to the top again. If it's worked for him twice before, why not try a third time?
Possibly the most dangerous competitor when it comes to the top rope left in this tournament.
Yeah, he's got a big shooting star press in his arsenal.
Speaking of,
lands to feet. spinning wheel kick. Full Nelson up into the waist lock. Snaps the arms. Could we go in arm capture? What on earth is that, Flash? Add that to the list of new moves.
It was nearly the end of the match. Nico Angelo maybe only able to get his shoulder up because he was still spinning from the move itself.
Yeah, I need to ask Jay Joshua if he is successful in this contest for tomorrow, what he likes to call that move. And if he doesn't give it a name, I shall name it.
What would you name it if you had to name it?
German Spin Boy Spectacular.
I can see it on every t-shirt by tomorrow.
I just came up with that. He's got him by the hair. Maybe a collar. Big club to the back.
Go for that powerbomb you went for earlier.
Yeah, he's gone for this a couple of times here already. Lands on his feet. Super kicks. Flush to the jaw.
Oh, no.
Transitions.
We've seen this before. AA with authority. Kick to the back. 2 count only.
Fireman's carry into the kick to the back. Homage to maybe RSP, who I know has spent some time over here in South Wales. Possibly could have done a little bit of training with JJ.
That's very true. Another big, innovative man.
Yeah, for sure. You can see some similarities between JJ and RSP. And that is the highest of compliments. As he's looking to trap those wrists again, maybe looking for the German Spin Boy Special. Is that what I said I'd call it?
That's exactly what you said.
Back elbow fighting his way out. There's a big knee. Jay Joshua fought up off the first one. The second one's rocked him to the ropes. The third's blocked. Elbow, jab, super kick. Pele! Double clothesline.
Rotten heads!
Huge lariat. Both men are down.
Nico Angelo lands on the back of his head where JJ collapses from the exhaustion of what? 5, 6, 10 strikes to the head?
Yeah, a lot of skull trauma here in this one. Couple of gentlemen who are going to need an aspirin after all this is done. Is aspirin what you take when you've got a headache?
I do believe it thins the blood, opens capillaries, allows you to clear that headache in no time.
Wow.
Other brands are available.
Scientific knowledge from Flash Morgan Webster. We give you your money's worth at defending US then. Jeez. Jace Louise. Both men making their way to their feet, but crucially, Nico's making his way to his feet on the apron. Perhaps looking for another one of those top rope maneuvers. JJ meets him at the ropes.
If there was any other man, I would say that maybe it was circumstantial that he found himself on the outside, but you never know with Nico Angelo.
Nico insistent on going up top. Not sure that's the right time. JJ clearly still with it.
Might not be the right time.
JJ might be looking for a superplex here from the middle. You can see Nico Angelo holding on with his right arm and now using it to fight his way free.
More importantly, you can see him clenching with those thighs around the turnbuckle itself.
Headbutt knocks JJ to the mat.
Bad place for JJ to be.
He's heading up top, maybe looking for that shooting star press again. Sets himself. Misses.
Oh no! He's got locked in!
JJ's got a crossface locked in tight. This audience want to see a tap.
This could be it! As the eyes...
We've seen some tap outs here this evening already. Laura Di Matteo with the seated octopus stretch and OJMO with a half crab. Roll up almost gets it done. Kick out. Big Busaiku knee.
Gets that third one finally. And the Death Valley he's been looking for all night.
How on earth did he pull a man the size of JJ from the floor to his shoulders in one fell swoop? Third time's the charm on the shooting star press.
This hall has seen many a shooting star press, but I do not know if it's seen one as big as that one, as Nico Angelo advances in the Defend Indy 10-year anniversary tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event for night 1 of the 10-year Defend tournament. Will be contested to 1 fall. 1 fall! All right, introducing first, from Auckland, New Zealand, 1/2.
The MVP of the Oakland Raiders.
That is an American place. All right, let's start over. Auckland. We're going to rewind. All right. From Auckland, New Zealand, it's 1/2 of Sunshine Machine. The headbutt messiah, TK Cooper. Yes. From a small town in the country. He is 1/2 Sunshine Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chuck Mambo.
Flash Morgan Webster, we are here live and in person for the main event of night 1 of the Defend Indy Wrestling 10-year anniversary tournament, and we have 2 gentlemen who are more than familiar with one another, TK Cooper and Flash Morgan Webster. Chuck Mambo starts with an overhand chop.
What's a chop between best friends?
Good Lord!
Ow!
What are these gentlemen doing? Waistlock switch.
There's no feeling up process here.
Yeah, that's safe to say. Leg lariat misses.
Oh!
Lope dive!
Connect!
These 2 didn't come to take part, they came to take over. Wait a minute! Huge drop kick. See how easy Chuck Mambo cleared the top rope there? Tornado DDT on the floor. Forearms. Clotheslines. Double pump kick. Gory stretch on the floor. And he threw him. Gory bomb onto the apron. It looked to me like TK Cooper landed on his ribs real hard there, Flash.
Things starting thick and fast. I was going to ask you straight up the gate. This is the one I can't call. Who'd you give it to? But I guess from the opening exchange, Chuck Mambo takes the lead.
Well, they know each other extremely well. They are obviously a tag team in Sunshine Machine, but there's much more to it than that, Flash Morgan Webster. This is two gentlemen who live with one another, who train with one another. We've been through a very strange 18 months to 2 years with the pandemic, with lockdown, with isolation. These two men have been in each other's pockets for years now. Mambo, his favourite wrestler, Macho Man. If you couldn't tell. And Mambo there just sat on his buddy's chest.
That's such a big thing. They've been living together, and you said they're still best friends. I've got many best friends, and I can tell you right now, if I lived with them, we would not be best friends anymore.
That's a great point. And this audience is familiar with Chuck Mambo's patented surfing offense. He says he's from Newquay. That's a vagrant lie, but he does own a surfboard that I do believe can travel in time. And there you see, there's the example of them knowing each other. Oh, good Lord. TK now maybe looking for the surfboard stretch. Chuck Mambo reluctant to give him his hands, but didn't want to keep taking those shots to the side.
You've also got to ask yourself, Ed, they're best friends, they live together, they're also training partners, so majority of the things that Chuck Mambo does, or
it would appear that TK Cooper is unable to deliver the hold with quite the same panache as Chuck Mambo, who seems to have paused at his knees.
If it is your move, you should really know how to stop that momentum, so fair play to Chuck Mambo.
Yeah, that's a great point.
But you can't stop
TK with a shot to the midsection. Almost knocked Chuck Mambo all the way out the ring. And a second as he's trying to make his way back through the ropes. Not very sporting from the best friend there, TK Cooper. Mambo looks to fight back, and TK with a stomp to the ankle by the looks of things.
You say not very sportsmanship, not very friendly, neither was that.
Basement drop kick.
But they both have chose to wear the exact same colours and matching attire tonight, so you've got to say...
Yeah, I mean, they said in our little video piece that we released that these two guys, they're going to go at it hammer and tongs, but ultimately, whomever is successful tonight will have the other in their corner in, they say, the finals tomorrow. Hell of a kick, Flash Morgan Webster. Hell of a kick.
We talk about tomorrow, we might need a time machine because I think Chuck Mambo just got kicked into yesterday.
TK Cooper likes the one-man Spanish fly. Oh! That is something I have not seen before.
He hurt his stomach early on with the
What's
glory
Chuck
special.
looking for here? Double stomp maybe? Back sent on.
More damage to the midsection of TK Cooper.
Yeah, everything focused on the midsection here from Chuck Mambo, and has been really since that gory bomb onto the apron right at the beginning of the contest.
If you're going to look at size, you're going to look at strength.
Can't quite see from our vantage point, but I should imagine that knee went to the midsection.
Yeah, size strength I give to TK. Every time you lift, it's with those legs, which support, of course, with the back. Jeez!
Chuck Mambo raking his best buddy in the abs. TK looking to take that butcher's grip with his hands, trying to block that abdominal stretch.
If your abs aren't firing, your back's having to work harder, your legs having to work harder, that makes the strength so much harder to utilize.
Yeah, that core stability, a huge factor in professional wrestling. You needed to balance, you needed to kick out, you needed to lift a man.
I don't know if it was the game plan, but it's become the game plan.
Knees to the side by Chuck.
It continues to be the game plan.
TK releases. Backcracker, more to the midsection. Chuck ducks a clothesline. Pop-up Samoan drop from TK. He is Samoan, you know, Flash.
I was about to say. Do you know what TK Cooper calls a Samoan drop?
A drop.
Indeed.
You keep lining him up, I'll keep knocking him out the park. Maybe looking for that kick in the corner again. Chuck with a back attack. And a big tackle. Flying forearm.
Usually followed up.
Normally a nipper, but Chuck may be struggling. No, he's there for it.
Oh, but
Maybe so is TK Cooper. Kick to the midsection. Ducks the clothesline. Springboard. Back elbow.
Those ribs, you can see the TK's a step behind.
Big body slam. Maybe looking for the Party Hard special. Named after yours truly. Big short arm clothesline from TK, who rolls over his body. Keeps control. Exploder suplex.
If you notice, he popped his hips extra hard on that one.
Yeah, Mambo escapes to the safety of the corner. TK with another one of those boots. That time straight to the jaw. Looking at the exploder a second time. Mambo sees it coming, fights it off. Looks for the pump kick. Mambo on the ropes is a dangerous thing. Sets himself. Springboard back elbow from the top rope.
Everything to the midsection.
Yeah, Chuck Mambo has gone from the floor to the second, all the way to the top. There's a seated reef break. There's a drop kick. Didn't catch all the drop kick, but maybe caught with an elbow on the way through. Certainly plenty of impact on TK there. Looking to springboard.
Oh, shake it off, his legs hurting.
Selling his leg. Goes for the climb instead. TK moves out the way. Arm drags him into the corner.
Someone's been watching their Jonathan Gresham tapes.
Up and over onto the apron. Ducks big kick to the face. TK, I know what he likes here, but I don't want to spoil it for the audience. Oh, but Mambo knows exactly what he's doing as well.
And he definitely spoiled it for the audience.
Yeah, gets 2 knees up. Mambo, you noticed there, had to go to the top rope using a knee. Reef break connects.
Was that smart though?
Late kick out from TK Cooper off the reef break. Patented offense from Chuck Mambo.
But how much damage did he just do to his knee? Coming down hard.
Yeah, Chuck's struggling with one of those feet. I'm not exactly sure what happened to cause that in the first place, but he's been having trouble with it probably for a good 2/3 of the contest. Maybe looking for bad burrito. TK elbowing his way out. Shoots himself off the ropes. He's got him up.
Scouted.
Lands to his feet. Clothesline at the ropes. Back attack. Whoa! Big time Vader splash. Super kick to the midsection again, and a second time. Up and over onto the apron. Blocks a shot, overhand strike.
Oh, very clever by TK Cooper.
TK attacking that leg, not for the first time. Mambo still trying to climb the ropes. I'm not sure that was smart. TK clearly had recovered. Where's TK going? Huge Spanish fly.
Follows up. Is this it?
He's chasing it. He's trying to ride the momentum. Omelette du fromage.
Outstanding.
Still doesn't get it done. We are alive in Cathays Community Centre.
That last spot in the tournament stays open.
Looks for the
Scissor kick attempt.
huge boot in the corner. What's he look?
Stop!
Nothing. Well, that's my move. Wait a minute.
Oh!
Good Lord. TK reverses. Could be looking for an ankle lock. Back to that leg again.
This is not what the crowd wanted, and definitely not what Chuck Mambo wanted after all he's gone through.
There's a roll through. Coming to his feet. Could be looking for a T-back driver here, Flash.
I think he definitely is.
Whoa, what a reversal. Mambo looks to the backside. No, the gory stretch.
Oh, back to the work in the midsection.
Yeah, more work on the midsection. Sunset flip rolls through. They're close to the ropes.
A little too close.
Mambo with the jackknife cover. Only gets two. TK's fed the apron here. What could Mambo be looking for?
Oh!
Sunset bomb to the floor. No.
Takes everything for him not to go over.
What?
No,
Oh no, that was an error.
No,
That was an error.
Big
That
error.
was a mistake
Big
by
error.
Chuck Mambo.
Oh! T-back driver on the apron. Did TK Cooper just take his place in tomorrow's semi-final?
Will he take it by count out against his best friend? This crowd want to see it continue, but you can want it. It doesn't mean you're going to get it. T-back driver on the apron. It seems highly unlikely to me that Chuck Mambo's going to make it into the ring. I, for one, am concerned for the safety of my friend.
TK Cooper not following up. You've got to ask.
Chuck has collapsed to the floor again. Oh, second low pay by TK Cooper.
I said I couldn't call this, but right now, gun to my head, I'm saying TK Cooper is going to
TK might be looking for the axe kick.
He ain't getting
Chuck
the axe
counters
kick.
it. Second super kick. Catches the karat. Spins out. What is Chuck looking for here?
Is his knee going to hold out?
What on earth was
I
that?
have no idea what that was, except to say it was the closest pinfall of the contest. And with that, the momentum is clearly back in Chuck Mambo's favour.
Yeah, unreal offense from Chuck Mambo there. If you take it on your partner and he knows your offense, you've got to change the game. Could be looking to chuck you.
I'm glad you know all the moves names because I definitely do not.
Struggling. Oh, a little Young Bucks action. Super kick. TK Cooper is out on his feet. Maybe lowered him in. Headbutt to the back of the head. Where are we going? Reverse Hurricane Rana. He's looking for that axe kick again. Nails
That's
it.
gotta be it. He's been going for it all night. Here it is. 2. No!
Big kick out by Chuck. TK's headed straight up top.
It's not over.
TK's got a myriad of moves.
Spiral tap. That's gotta be it.
Ah! Chuck basement drop kick takes Mambo head over heels. They've gone to the midsection again. And a second shot to the midsection. Kidney punch flash.
It literally is going to come down to who's midsection or who's
Bad
knee.
burrito.
Oh!
Nails it.
Followed up by beach break.
Chuck you.
TK's still coming.
Tom Hanks driver.
Jack Mambo throwing everything he has at his tag team partner,
He's close to tears.
showing just how much this means to both men.
That foot's bothering him. Single foot. Springboard frog splash. And we are done, ladies and gentlemen.
Outstanding.
Moving on to the next round.
As the commentary team rise to their feet, Chuck Mambo advances in what I can only describe as a worldly contest against his best friend, tag team partner, roommate, confidant, and everything else, TK Cooper, Flash Morgan Webster. I, for one, cannot wait until night 2.
All I've got to say is Sunshine Machine rules.